Right. Hey, Moxie.
Hi, Mayo.
How are you?
I'm doing very well, and yourself?
I'm doing well. You can call me Tommy. I'm just kidding
It's
around.
just weird.
I know, but you can call me Tommy.
Everybody's like,
you can call me
his
Mayo.
name is Mayo? And I
Yeah.
was like, well, it's the last name, you see. So
Yeah.
Tommy and Mayo, Tommy and
Mm-hmm.
Moxie, because I, just had your whole name in my brain for a second.
Right. That's okay.
Tommy and Moxie doesn't have as much of a ring, man. I'm sorry.
No, it doesn't.
Not that I'm dissing your name, okay?
Yeah, I know. It's okay,
Tommy's
but
cool,
a lot of people
Tom.
call me different things, and sometimes bad, sometimes good.
I was just about to say,
But
hey, now.
but some people call me. It depends on who it is. Like someone can call me Mayo, which is fine. A
Yeah.
lot of people do that, and some people call me Thomas. And
Ooh, how do you feel about that, Thomas?
That's fine, but it has to be the certain person. Like I can't see you calling me like Tom or just Mayo. Like you'd have to call me Tommy. I think.
Tommy.
Yeah,
Tommy.
I'm a Tommy.
I mean,
And Tommy's younger anyway,
Tommy is younger.
right?
I will make you
Instead
feel
of
young
Tom,
from this day forward.
He's just a Tom.
He's so
Tom.
old. He's just Tom.
Thanks, Mom. Call me Tom.
Tom.
Yeah.
So, all right. My
about
name
you.
growing up. My name growing up was Becky.
Becky.
No offense to the Beckys out there,
Yeah.
but I just there was a time I was a Becky because I always associated with Becky as like fun and bubbly and like spunky.
Right.
And like Becky.
Yeah.
And then I went to college, and everybody I met was like, "You're so not a Becky."
But your birth name is
My
Rebecca.
birth name is Rebecca.
Rebecca,
So in
right.
college, I went back to Rebecca,
Uh-huh.
and everybody would call me Rebecca.
Yeah.
My family calls me Beck, so I get called Beck.
Hey, Beck.
Beck quite a
Beck.
bit. Yes, Beck.
Beck.
Yeah, Beck is. I can deal with Beck.
Yeah.
Why Moxie, everybody asks, and a lot of people call me by Moxie, is sometimes you go through crap in your life, or junk, or
Yes.
however your PC word is. You go
Right.
through stuff in your life, and sometimes you're just tired of hearing your name
Yeah.
because you've heard it in a negative manner. So I came up with Moxie.
Yes.
Yes,
Suspense
we all
is-
want to know.
Suspense
I feel
is
like
killing
drum
me.
roll, drum
Yeah,
roll.
yeah.
I grew up with Moxie. I mean, it wasn't something that every
Moxie the drink.
soda.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest, it
Okay.
tastes like a stronger root beer with alcohol in it, even though it doesn't.
Right.
It almost sort of kind of has a taste like it does. It's a really harsh root beer. My grandparents and my great uncle always had Moxie, so I grew up on a sailboat, sailing. Yes, I know how to sail a sailboat, a big boat, and
You're so funny.
and now that, and for those of you, a side note, for those of you who don't know, we are being recorded, and every once in a while, I want to look at the camera like it's a person.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
And I'm trying not to, so bear with us. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Moxie was something my grandfather really liked. So we didn't get many drink choices at my grandparents', but Moxie was one.
Yeah.
I like Moxie, okay? I know people think it's sick and twisted. Maybe they think I'm a little sick and twisted.
You never know.
You never know. Moxie is a spunky name.
But you try to Google Mayo and Moxie, and sometimes you get the picture of the Mayo on one side and then the Moxie on the other side. So
Which, okay, I'm going to say this out loud. I would like to try that combo together just for preference. I will film it.
I just couldn't do it.
And do
All
it
right,
just
okay.
so, okay?
You can do it.
You can hold me to it, okay?
Sure.
We'll do it. I will see how we'll see how that goes. But so that's how I became with the name Moxie. And Moxie, a lot of people, you got a lot of moxie. You got a zip, pizzazz, sassiness. That's me. You either love Moxie the soda or hate it. That's me. Plus, I like the logo, orange and black. Those are my colors.
Yeah. And there's like different kinds of Moxie.
There are different. There
If you
didn't
haven't
used to
heard
be.
of it before. Yeah.
There didn't used to be.
Right,
It was
it's
straight
just-
up Moxie. Now there's Diet Moxie, and I think there's Cherry Moxie.
Yeah. Orange?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't venture out of the soda realm, okay?
Yeah.
I don't drink soda often.
I don't either.
So I stick to one that I'll drink.
Right.
But while looking up the name Moxie, I had found that Moxie is also, I think, an athletic clothing line and a women's movement.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right. Well, I work out. I'm a girl. All right. Not a far stretch.
You are. I always want to say to people when I say stuff like that.
So I'm trying to tell people why I've come up with this name, and I like it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people
like
call
it.
me Moxie. A lot of my friends will call me Mox. My family still calls me Rebecca, but I'm sorry.
That's family.
I don't hear Rebecca much.
Yeah.
A lot of my family members call me Beck.
Yeah.
Hey Beck. So it's Beck and Moxie are my names now. So
that's okay.
if they don't
and
like
it works.
say hey you.
And Mayo and Beck just doesn't work. And Mayo and Mox. Mayo and Mox because MM.
I feel
just kind of works out that way.
I don't want people to confuse me with the singer Beck, which is fantastic, by the way.
Yeah.
The song Cake.
I like Beck.
Cake is great. It's great. Beck is a fantastic. But growing up, the different names. I had nicknames. Did you have a nickname?
Let's see.
on.
I'm trying to think.
My nickname, besides Beck, I probably. Okay, we're gonna say it. Only because my twin sister is probably daring me to say it right now. As she would listen to this podcast. Becky Bowels. When my sister was not being nice.
Oh no.
This is what she would call me.
Liz.
Shut up! Shut up!
Becky Bowles.
Becky Bowles.
Oh my goodness.
It's horrible. It's really, really horrible.
I had a CB name. I used to be on the CB.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, a long time ago. Yeah, they called
like
me.
a call sign kind of thing?
Yeah, well, they have CB names for people, so that way you don't use your own name when you're on the CB.
Oh, let's hear it.
Yeah, so it's Greasy Eyeballs. Break 19. Come in, Greasy Eyeballs. All right, White Lightning.
Greasy Eyeballs.
Greasy Eyeballs. We had some fun with the CB too. You never been on the CB before? It's kind of like a walkie-talkie, but it's on your car.
No,
or on your base at your home.
I have a CB actually in the garage at home.
Oh, you do?
Well, I inherited my grandparents' house.
Okay.
So there is an old CB in the garage.
Yeah.
Now it makes me wonder if my
wonder if it still
grandfather had
works.
call signs.
Maybe.
Greasy Eyeballs. Tell me how you got it.
So, I don't know. Someone just named me that. My friends on the street. That's it.
You got to come up with a better story than that. You can't just be
That's
like,
it.
I just got greasy eyeballs.
I don't know, but it was way back a long time ago. It was like when I was in I was 18, 19, 20. I could drive. I remember driving around.
That's age, not era.
I am age, and I'm older, so I can't remember that far back. So, but that's it. It's just Greasy Eyeballs.
Did any of your relatives have cool nicknames?
Not really. I can't recall. I'm in a blank right now.
My brother was called Rhino. Basically, I'm not sure if it was because at the time he lifted weights, or he liked rhinoceroses, or is close to his real name, and then he got a tattoo of a rhino.
Rhino, we'll call you Rhino.
And my son called him Uncle Rhino, so it became Rhino.
Yeah,
which is cool. I don't know anybody else really. Oh, in high school, here's a shout out. In high school, many grades back in the 90s. I graduated in 98 from Turner's. Okay.
Go Turners.
We'll talk about the age there. And we had a nickname of somebody who always would break dance. And this person is Cheetah.
Cheetah, huh?
Cheetah. We'd all get in a circle and we all start chanting, Cheetah, Cheetah, Cheetah. And he would be breakdancing and dancing. And so that became the school nickname for Cheetah at dances.
Wow.
If you wanted him to dance, you had to chant Cheetah.
Huh.
I don't know the story. Now, if Cheetah, if you're listening, and I know you do, honey, please send us a comment or let one of us know how you got Cheetah so we can tell everybody. Because I'm here. Because it's not like he speed dances. It's not like you're watching him, fast forward dance like a cheetah.
Yeah.
Or like he's on the prowl like a cheetah. Like, I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I used to be in the circle because I danced. Everyone gathered around me and my friends. And Freddie Agner, right? And Dawn was there. We mentioned her on the last podcast.
Did you break dance?
I did, yes. I break danced, and my name was Kid Wiz.
Kid Wiz.
Kid Wiz, WHIZ, Kid Wiz. And I ended up getting those over at in New Hampshire at what's the geez, I'm blank right now.
I don't know.
Where you go to the beach, Hampton Beach.
Oh.
Yeah, Hampton Beach, where they give you all these shirts, and the guys out there, you know, subscribing on the shirts and making it all cool, like Kid Wiz, and you know, like a little character on there and stuff. And so that was kind of cool. But yeah, I used to do that.
Kid Wiz.
Kid Wiz.
Do you think you know how to still do some of the
Yeah.
break?
Absolutely.
I see a future podcast of maybe some Don coming here helping me get you to do some breakdancing on video.
I'm not too good with the floor stuff anymore because, you know, your bones, you know.
That's all right. That's
But
all right.
I can do
we
some
can put some padding mats
I can do
down
some
for
footwork and some illusion stuff and mime and all that stuff. And I know I'm an okay dancer. It's all right.
I only know one kind of dancing, and we probably can't podcast it because that's all I got.
Okay.
My grandma always said, "Shake
That'd
what
be
your mama
funny.
gotcha." So I was
Yeah.
like, "Okay,
Right.
I'll do that."
Just get out there and groove and move.
You know what? Just
That's
move
it.
to the
That's
music.
all it is. Yeah.
Who cares what you look like?
Yeah, I just kind of, when I dance, I'm kind of like into the beats and I kind of like move my body where, you know, because I know the songs usually by heart because I've been a DJ for so long. But I just kind of feel it that way when I get out there and dance.
So you feel like your body is an instrument?
It is.
I agree.
Yes. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
My dog, on the other hand, he enjoys dancing. It depends on the song. So I have... what is the song?
So you just pick them up?
There's a certain song that I play that he knows when it's on that it's his turn to dance with me. Like, he'll literally sit up on the couch. And I'll be like, "Come on, buddy, let's dance." Smart. And he gets down and he goes up like this.
Yeah.
And then I take his paws and we do this. And we move around the room.
That's
and he does.
funny.
And he's just...
That's cute. You have to videotape that sometime.
I will. My camera's broken on my phone.
I gotta stop saying tape.
Yeah, could you stop? People,
you know?
For the generations that don't know what tape is.
Yeah.
It's actually a tape that goes around a wheel like this.
Yeah.
And it records.
Yes.
Now it's...
The old tape
so not that.
Was the old tape we had in the radio stations. We had two, it looked like a 8 millimeter movie camera type thing.
Yeah.
And the tape would go around and around on the two there. And so, but then, you know, of course, videotapes are VCR tapes.
Yes.
You record on your VCR tape.
Come on, you recorded everything on the VCR.
You did. You recorded everything. And I still have a lot of videos.
What did VCR stand for?
Video Cam Recorder.
Oh.
Because you can record on the video cam. I believe it's video cam recorder. I am not Googling anything right now.
That makes sense.
My laptop in front of me, but I think that's what it was.
Yeah, you'd watch parents carrying this giant... Recording my kid.
Yeah. We had one. We had one of those.
How's it going?
Yeah.
It almost, in today's standards, it would probably be in comparison to a cameraman for a TV station.
Yeah. Right.
Appearance.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. Absolutely. Small enough, but yet big enough.
You'd be like, "Oh, that's my parents recording me." There's no secret like this, like there is today.
It holds this big battery pack.
It totally does. Plus the tape.
Plus the tape. So. And you know, but you keep those tapes in a cool, dry place to last forever.
Yeah.
If you get them wet or freezing, then they're gonna turn white and then no good.
No good.
My mom used to put 3. She used to record like HBO or Cinemax or something, and then she put like 3 movies on one. So then we always used to go and kind of borrow them from my mother and bring them back. Like take them out.
That's what you borrowed.
Yeah, we borrowed.
You'd go to somebody's house and you would see like a wall of recorded VHS tapes, right? With like a list of whatever's on each tape.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, "Whoa, your parents have so many movies."
I know.
Shake them.
Yeah. So you put it in the slow mode. That way you get them all on there. But the quality was kind of not that good. And, you know, if you kept them fast and had one movie on there versus 2 or 3, then the quality's a lot better, obviously.
Oh,
you know?
boy. And then the DVD came along.
So, then the DVD.
DVD. That was
and
like
Blu-ray.
gold.
Yeah, it was gold.
I wasn't even so much into Blu-ray. DVD it changed sound and the appearance.
Absolutely.
And it even changed what they could do.
Yes.
What could be captured on a camera. So it just changed. And now, okay, I'm not a fan of now. I'm going to be honest with you. It's too crystal clear. I don't want to see the imperfections on stage or people's skin and all that stuff.
Yeah.
While I'm in fantasy land watching my whatever show that doesn't really exist.
Like in a concert? Is that what you mean? Is that what you're talking about?
I mean, like when we are renting movies and we now watch movies that are recorded digitally. And now everything is so crystal clear.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
That you can see.
Yeah.
That tree's not a real tree.
Like 4K
and I can see now. I don't. I want to stay in my imaginary world.
Yeah.
About whatever that movie is. I don't want to know that it's not real and it's a movie.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
It's that AI generated stuff now.
And that's the other thing.
You know,
I know when it's not real.
You know.
There's not the same feeling
Yeah.
in AI generated characters as there is in real life characters.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can feel that. No computer can mimic that.
No.
So I feel for actors for that, but
well, that's why they're voice acting a lot now. You don't even see their real face, which is sad.
But now they're AI generating images that come very close to that actor, but aren't.
Right.
Which I'm like, that's still not. That's not right.
Right.
I disagree with AI.
Yeah.
I think it's fun for the every. Joe Schmo like myself. I'm like, oh, look at me.
Yeah.
I'm a superhero.
Yeah. Right.
Am I ever going to get to play a superhero?
No. Well, you are. You're a superhero every day.
I am a superhero. Let's just not tell everyone.
Yeah.
But I
superhero. Love that song.
Yes, me too. Speaking of superhero, I got to ask you a question.
Sure.
Who's your favorite superhero?
Of course, Superman.
Superman, really?
I used to love Superman because when I was younger, I used to ask for my parents if Santa Claus would bring me some Superman pills so I could fly.
Oh.
I always wanted to fly, like just kind of like float in the air and just even hover too. Yeah. Fell flat on my face. Especially when I was in the tree. I was in a treetop and I fell right down and broke my collarbone.
I have this mental image of you.
I know, just like the cartoons.
Can I ask a question? Were you trying wings? Did you just jump and think you could, what was going through your brain?
No, I didn't do that. I do that like on the bed. So like I would jump and run. I'd run and then jump onto the bed. So that's how I do it.
Gotcha.
And then just fly.
I was afraid of flying, so I never, as a kid, wanted to pretend to fly or anything like that. So,
did you watch Super Friends, the cartoon Super Friends?
Growing up, we had like one or two TV channels. That's it. So, my neck of the woods did not get cable till I was about 16, 17 years old.
Wow. So all the Super Friends were on there. Superman, Batman, and then Wonder Woman and Aquaman.
Okay.
They all would just be super, and then they would just fight crime.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just would like to say the Smurfs should be part superhero to always evade Gargamel in Azrael, because they're tiny little Smurf things that can do such big things.
Yeah.
How come they were never considered superheroes?
I don't know.
Right? Like, what is a Smurf?
Yeah.
It's not a human, therefore it should be in the superhero category.
It's one of those ones with the hair and they go straight up. What do you call them?
The hair that goes.
Yeah,
the trolls.
The trolls.
Love trolls.
They're a part of a troll family. I think.
Hairless troll family.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that make them more like moles?
Well, they got blue hair. Well, Smurfs have blue hair.
This is true.
It's just not super straight up.
Unless you're the what was the female Smurf's name? She had blonde hair.
I don't remember.
Ironically, the blue female Smurf had blonde hair. Which I find funny. Why wasn't it blue?
Yeah. Grandpa though, he had like kind of whitish blue hair.
Well, he would be a blue hair technically,
yes.
right?
Yeah, he would be. Right.
Love it.
Yeah.
I grew up playing, not playing, but my brother collected Marvel cards. And then my sister and I would start collecting them every now and again with DC cards, and we'd trade, and that's how we found our love for comic characters or superheroes. And I was always a Storm fan. Storm was my girl.
That's cool.
I'm like, I want to make thunderstorms.
Yeah.
With really long, flowy white hair. It was the white hair.
Yeah, I bought the cards just for the bubble gum.
I was about to say the bubble.
And
the
you
bubble
knew I was
gum,
gonna say it.
the bubble gum in the cards. Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You know.
Then it became who could build the best team out of their cards. Like who had the best superhero team.
Yeah.
Or villains, because they actually had villains as well.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
But those were the days. In Saturday morning cartoons, there was always, and I'm
Always.
sure there's still superhero cartoons.
I don't think so anymore. No, all these other shows are on. I don't believe there's
Star
any
Wars
cartoons
kinda
on in
took
the morning
over.
anymore.
Yeah. my brother, Rhino, he still watches Saturday morning cartoons. I think he...
Just not on the regular channel.
It's not Hanna-Barbera anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I sometimes will catch myself watching a cartoon, but it's more like what my son grew up with than what I watched as a kid. But we loved cartoons. It was just like a ritual on Saturday morning.
Yep.
That's what you did. You bowled and you watched your Saturday morning cartoons. That's
With
right.
a bowl of cereal.
With a bowl of cereal and bowling, right, and bowling, a bowl of cereal,
Yeah,
absolutely. Cookie Crunch,
Yeah, because bowling came on after
yeah,
the cartoons.
yes, or wrestling.
Yeah, or wrestling. Yes, when wrestling first started out.
This is the entertainment world.
my goodness.
Wrestling or bowling.
Yeah, yeah.
I joined a bowling team for Saturday mornings that played wrestling in the back room. So technically, I still got all those things.
Candlepin,
just in a weird, different way.
Bowler, right?
Yeah, I grew up as a candlepin bowler.
Okay. Yeah, I'm more of a 10-10.
You're 10-pin.
Yeah, 10-10.
See us candlepin people?
Yeah.
We call you 10-pin people. You couldn't hack it with the small thing.
Yeah,
you need
I
bigger
see.
pins and bigger balls. Boo-hoo.
That's right.
That's what we think. But then
No, it's just better.
I've done both.
Yeah.
both.
Me too, of course.
So I will suggest to try, if you have a place that has both, which I don't think there is anymore. It used to
No.
be the French King, but they only do candlepin now. But
Yes.
when I worked there, we would go back and forth to both. So if you bowled candlepin for a pin, a string or two,
Yeah.
and then went into 10-pin, that ball was so heavy.
Yeah, it was.
You were like, I can't
You're
lift
like,
it. I can't even do it. So then, if you bowled 10-pin for a while,
and then go,
and you go to candlepin,
Yeah.
you will huck that thing through a wall. Yep,
Throw it up the
absolutely.
ceiling.
Yep.
You
Yep.
start getting
Seen
out.
it.
You're getting out your checkbook.
I just slashed the lights with my ball here.
Oh boy.
I love nostalgia.
Yeah.
It's
I
one
know.
of my favorite things.
Yeah, absolutely.
And why does everybody like nostalgia? It brings you back to happy places generally. Nostalgia is usually like that feeling where you're like, yeah,
Yeah.
like roller skating.
Yes. Like
Roller skating.
Yeah.
And I
or
say
rollerblading too.
No, because I grew
You're
up
a skater
with skating.
with
There-
the four wheels.
Yes, three wheels hadn't
And
quite.
three-
They
well,
were
is it
making
three
their
or
way
four in a
out.
straight line. Yeah, maybe more than that.
I think there
now.
might be
like four
four
or
or
something.
six. Yeah. I don't even know. I never did the blading, only the skating.
Yeah.
But
It was so different. Well, I remember when they
very
first
different.
came out with those blades. It was really different.
yeah. Well, you had to know how to almost
And you had
ice skate
Yeah, because you had to stay straight.
in
At
the
least
middle.
You had the four wheels.
as opposed to four wheels on
four
it.
wheels. You could at least stand there.
It's kind of like the motorcycle theory. Like when they see those trike bikes versus their motorcycles, they're like, it's the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Look at that, Bertha. You can handle the two wheels. Good
Oh
job.
my God, you're super funny.
That's how I feel about it. And I look
Yeah.
at all of you people and I'm like, well, I don't do any of it. So I
Yeah.
guess that puts me in this bracket.
Right. Absolutely.
I'm two legs.
Yeah. I love reminiscing about the times and how times have changed.
Well, if
You
we
know?
don't remember these things, things
Right.
disappear.
They do.
If we don't, just like music,
Right.
and the generations of music, if
Right.
we, the generations that are still around,
Yeah.
aren't talking about things,
Right.
or aren't listening to things or watching things,
Yeah.
traditions and all sorts of different things disappear.
Right.
And I keep saying things because things is general because there's so many different aspects that you could put into that
Right. And this-
lose time. Like
Yeah.
the cancel generation got rid of so many
lot.
cartoons and
Yeah.
so many icons and
Canceled.
canceled
Canceled.
and and I hate to be one of these people that say this about this theory, but you canceled anything that you didn't want around that seemed to be offensive to this generation.
Yeah.
But the only thing that you left behind is the one thing you don't like. So all of those icons still
Right.
stand. But you took away my Pepe Le Pew, okay?
Yeah.
You know, the cat always got away. He didn't know. Maybe the cat should have meowed once or twice. He would have picked up on
Yeah.
it. Might have gone.
It's all about the chase. That's why, Facebook right now is
Yeah.
like all your memories pop up. So whatever you're
Yes.
posting, it's coming back. So at least you know.
It's the nostalgia.
Yeah.
It's the nostalgia. Like, you guys will
15
never.
years ago. I did this.
Yes. They'll never get to know. That's all, folks.
That's all, folks.
That's right. Whisker you with a rabbit.
You scory rabbit.
So there's just we teach our kids and generations about past generations and things that were there because it's history.
Yeah.
We don't go just and erase everything because
Absolutely.
we didn't like it.
Yeah.
Then there would be no history and how we grew
Right.
and overcame or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm not for canceling or erasing anything. I'm all about educating.
That's it.
And history and nostalgia and all of those things, we can't just make them go away.
Well, hopefully we're educating some people today. And,
We're educating,
with our real talk.
Watch Real Talk, Real People.
Yes.
Oh, I want to say right out there, like,
Absolutely.
we don't hold degrees in
No.
psychology.
Right.
Or we don't think we're above anybody else other than,
Right.
I get to talk into this microphone
Yeah.
and tell you my opinion.
Yeah.
The only thing that we have is life experience.
Right.
And age.
Age.
Which gives us the life
Age
experience.
and wisdom.
Right. And we both come from two different sides of the tracks,
Yeah.
which gives different perspectives.
Exactly. Absolutely.
And so we never claim to be on this show know-it-alls or experts. If somebody comes to us with something, we'll go find an expert and bring that news to
Absolutely.
you.
And we have some coming up.
We do have some people coming up.
Yes.
We will be having some topics or things that we'll talk about, and we'll probably be expanding more on the show as down the road,
Yeah.
where we'll be fact checking things and coming in with stats and all of that stuff that we might want to say.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I found on the web, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But right
well, usually
now,
I have my laptop in front of me, and today I don't have that because I
Right.
could actually just go
Right.
look real quick.
But right now, as we start and everybody's with us on this adventure,
Yeah.
it's just a matter of talk to find out what works and what does people
Absolutely.
like. So it's very important,
Yeah.
and I'm going to look at the camera for a minute. It's very important as our viewers for you to give us comments and feedback back so we know what it is that you would like or expect from a show that you would want to watch.
Yes.
Love
feedback. Love
So
feedback.
love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Negative, positive. I'm not a baby. I'm a grown up. I can accept it.
Yeah.
Just be gentle.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no need for the hate, and we'll talk about the things, but there's no need to hate on people.
Not
That's just
at all.
ridiculous. It just makes you look like a jerk.
Yeah.
And we're not going to have that. You
No.
want to say hateful things, then you're gone. I don't care.
Go
who
to
you
a
are.
rage room.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Go yell in a pillow.
Absolutely. Well, our time has come to an end.
I
Right
do want to
now,
say one
so
more thing
go
real
ahead.
quick, in case we didn't nobody heard it the last time. We have
Sure.
a new addition to our podcast, and that's why you get to see us like this.
Yeah.
It's Dave Herrera from Bowtie Studios in Shelburne Falls.
Thank you, David.
And thank you very much. And so you get to see us in different
Yes.
spots because we've been asked for people to see us.
Yes.
So here we are.
And are we super clear?
Awesome.
Are we crystal clear? Are we VCR
Can you
clear?
see the smile? Here we are.
Appreciate you, by the way.
appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
I look
always
forward to
want
this
to try
every-
to say something positive every day.
You know,
we open the show, say something positive. And
we hear too much
kinda
negative
do.
in the world.
Absolutely. We don't want to be negative.
No.
We want the positive things out there to help people and create a better life.
Absolutely.
All right. Until next time,
Until
Moxie.
next time. See you, dear.
See you later. Bye now.